Hello, everyone, and welcome to our presentation of G-League basketball. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Lakeland Magic going up against the Windy City Bulls. Now here's Rice. Pass to Aldrich. Rice. Onen with it, guarded by Martin. The shot by Onen, no good. Martin outside, stolen by Rice. Pass to Onen. Akwebu.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Onen a screen.
Pulls up from the top of the key. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Didn't find a very good shot there, but 2 points is 2 points.
Randall outside.
We played just over a minute here in the first. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Pass to Parrish. Akwebu. Aldridge, covered by Burns. Outside Rice. Here's Onen. Randolph with the block.
But they'll get another chance. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Here's Randall. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
It's just a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the court, guys.
And how about the rack attack on the Mobile One drive?
Just tremendous intensity going downhill on that drive. Love the attack mentality in a close game.
Here's Rice. Up top, Onen. Over Randall. And that one's good. Onen.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it did not work. Not if it results in that shot.
Randolph the screen.
Lee can't get it to go.
Outside Rice. Pass to Onen. Akwebu. Parrish with it.
6 to shoot.
Rice with it. Randall is there.
That's his first team foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
The Bulls trailing. Randall outside. To the paint.
Here's Randolph. And slam dunk by Randolph.
Nice work inside. Hard to get that one over the big fella.
Well, it was never going to be easy. A little artistry on the inside.
Call it maybe a Rembrandt.
Now here's Rice. And it's Randall with the rebound. Pass to Burns. That's good. And so Randall gets the dime.
Look at the soft touch. Just a gentle little teardrop.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. To the inside.
Here's Onen.
Doesn't go for him.
And the Bulls going the other way now. Martin with it. Onen picks him up.
Here's Randolph. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Randolph with the steal. Unloads from 13 feet.
Offensive rebound.
And they take the lead.
He was just the first one to react to that miss. A hustle play on the putback.
Outside Rice. Parrish sets the screen.
To the middle. And Lee is going to pick up the foul.
That's his first foul. Here's Akwebu.
Shoots over Lee.
And another miss by Lakeland. Randall outside. Pass to Lee.
No good on the triple.
He's got a great stroke. That almost dropped.
Yeah, a lot of times he'll hit those no matter how tight the D is.
Now here's Rice.
Tipped away.
Randall outside. Martin with the screen.
From the top of the key. Does not find the hole. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3.
Outside Rice. Pass to Parrish. Akwebu.
Tries to snap the cold streak. Yep, count it.
Now here is Randall.
Lee with it. Launches it.
Out to Randall. Martin with the screen.
Here's Lee.
Windy City again missing.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench if he continues to shoot like he has so far in this quarter.
Now here's Parrish. He's covered by Randolph. Pass to Aldrich.
Just 5 to shoot. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
It's Burns on the wing. Back to Randall. Randolph covered by Parrish. Outside Burns.
To the wing on the left. Here's Lee.
And Akwebu pulls it down.
Not his best quarter as far as scoring. We'll see if he can get back on track.
Outside Rice.
Over Randall.
Rice, no good. And here are the Bulls.
With his first shot attempt.
Rebounded by Parrish.
That is such a low percentage shot.
Look, he's got to remember, he's got 4 teammates out there with him. He doesn't need to do it all by himself.
Pass
This
the
is
rock.
a team game.
Yeah, and they're 1 away from being in the penalty.
They're going to have to be cautious from now on because the next one puts them on the line.
Those free throws can really add up.
And here is Warren. Pass to Rice. Now here's Warren.
Clock is at 3.
And another miss by Lakeland. Now Lee. Back to Randall.
Here's the floater to stop the drought. And yes, he got the English that time as it falls.
Lakeland trailing here. Pass to Hawes. Rice.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for him.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send him to the line.
Exactly. You want to prevent the layup, give them a little knock, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming down the lane the next time around.
It does send a message.
And the first one at the line is good. And he hits both from the stripe. And here are the Bulls. Now Griffin. Leslie outside. Rebound Lakeland. Here's Coleman. Pass to Hawes. Here's Dudley. They now take the lead.
Well executed possession and a well-controlled shot.
Windy City trailing. Leslie outside. And here's Randolph. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
Here's Dudley. Back to Rice. Coleman. Pass to Warren. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Hawes. Over Randolph. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Randolph with it. Wing shot on the way. It's rebounded by Warren. Pass to Coleman. Rice. Here's Dudley. Here's Hawes. The three-pointer off the mark. They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right. Their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark. Here's Posey. Randolph the screen. Shot to end the cold run. Hawes with the rebound. Lakeland in the lead. Pass to Dudley. From deep. Lakeland gets it back. Here's Coleman. Back to Rice. Coleman. The three ball. No good there.
They've been sensational on the board to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a good word for it, Tim. That's good. You usually have the right word for these kinds of situations. Just tearing it up on the glass.
How kind of you, Brian.
Griffin with it, and it's Warren picking him up. Pass to Randolph. Over Rice. That shot off. So Lakeland will take it the other way. Here's Coleman. Back to Rice. Dudley. Now here's Rice. Here's Dudley. Yes, and a great play by Rice to set it up. Now here's Leslie. Foul called, that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
First team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Windy City, Cam Leslie, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes both. And here's Rice. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Start it.
Pass to Dudley. Outside Warren. Dudley. Left side Rice. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the left wing for 3. Bulls with the rebound.
For his team's sake, he should ease off the shots. Still, nothing is dropping for him.
And here's Griffin. Here's Randolph.
Windy City foul. Heat Ray. That's his second personal foul.
Go the other way.
Outside Rice. To the left side wing. Here's Dudley. He shoots again. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. So the first quarter wraps up with some nice defense in this one. Magic out in front, up 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And the first quarter in the books, second about to get underway. And looking at what we've seen from the Magic, what are you guys thinking?
Really hard work being put in from the glass by them from the get-go.
Yeah, everyone's done a great job boxing out for them here, and it's showing up on the stat sheet.
Now here's Martin. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside for Lee. That's good, and it's Martin with the assist.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Don't they know that's as good as a layup for him?
Pass to Dudley. Here's Coleman. Griffin defending. Here's Dudley. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good, and he'll go to the line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them double him up.
I agree. They haven't been able to succeed with single coverage.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
the Bulls trailing. Pass to Ray. Back to Griffin. Lee with it. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Dudley.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass, they really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
Now here's Onan. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Akwebu.
Knocks down the step-back jumper.
As a defender, you always have to stay on your man's hip, because if you don't, that's what's going to happen.
Pass to Burns.
And foul called as he misses and will shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting for your Bulls, Robert Burns at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses.
He's off on the second.
Lakeland in the lead. Outside Aldrich. Onan outside. Pass to Parrish. Akwebu. Martin with the rebound. Now here's Lee.
Defense is right there.
Out to the wing. Martin outside. Randall. Martin with the screen from the high post. Again, the miss by the Bulls.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. Just a ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. That's what's put them in front.
Here's Dudley.
Stolen by Lee. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
Randall outside.
To end the drought.
Rebounded by Parrish. Here's Lakeland now.
7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
Akwebu right side. And Lee is going to pick up the foul.
That will be his second foul of the game.
That's foul number 2 on him. It might not warrant sitting him just yet, but another one before halftime, and it definitely would.
For those joining us, we're in the second quarter with just about 3 minutes gone by.
Back to Aldrich. Clock at 6. Parrish. And that one hits back iron. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Here's Ray.
Looking for his first basket still in this one.
Left side Burns. Ray covered by Parrish.
Releases from 15.
They get it back.
Here's Lee. Good on the triple.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Now Akwebu.
He's got 6.
Pass to Onan. Over Martin. And another miss by Lakeland. Here's Randall. Burns with it.
Down low.
Ray.
Still looking for his first make after that miss. 0 for 2.
Pass to Akwebu. Up top, Onan. Now Parrish. Aldrich on the wing. Akwebu outside. Here's Parrish, and it's Parrish finishing it off.
A few more points tacked onto their lead, and in the cruelest way possible.
Yeah, for the defense, those putback jams sting, don't they?
You gotta box out.
Oh, those sting like a bee, Blake. They really do. The defense forces a miss and then can't corral it. They're hanging their heads for sure.
Now here's Onan. Akwebu outside. Outside for Onan.
Over Lee.
The shot by Onan, no good.
Ice cold offensively. He's been unable to contribute.
Pass to Randall. And the call will be against Parrish. That is his first foul of the game.
Now to the lineup for the Magic, Austin Moore.
Randall outside. Lee. Shoots over Akwebu.
And too long on the shot.
It hasn't been a very good day for them, guys. They really need to start burying those.
Pass to Dudley. Akwebu. He's guarded by Lee. And there's the foul. It'll go on Randall. That will be his second foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution for Lakeland.
Now Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. Akwebu.
That's good, and that evens things out. 50-50, 4 for 8 shooting this game.
Pass to Randolph. Randall. Lee outside. Back to Randall. Over Rice.
Off the left rim and out.
Boy, the complexion of this game would be different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
And that's a foul called on Randolph.
That is his first foul of the game. And the Magic making a change here.
Alonzo Posey. Substitution for Lakeland.
Pass to Rice. Akwebu. Leslie defending.
Shot clock at 5.
Offensive board. Shot's good by Akwebu.
A big lead for them, both on the scoreboard and the rebounding column.
Well, rebounding has been a big key, asserting their will, and they've taken control.
Now here's Randolph with the fadeaway. Missed that one. Still looking for his shot. Just 2 for 9.
Here's Haas. He's covered by Randolph. Inside. Haas with the bucket.
This has been a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring from the paint.
You know, really, that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to drop shots in.
Now here's Leslie.
To stop the run.
Pass to Posey.
From the arc.
A rebound by the Magic. Aldridge with the ball. Outside Rice. Back to Aldridge. Akwebu. Over Randolph. Kept alive. Pass to Akwebu.
Shoots over Randolph.
And the miss by Akwebu. Leslie with the ball. Outside Burns. Randolph defended by Rice. Windy City again missing. Pass to Akwebu. Here's Haas. Rice. Randolph with the block. Leslie outside. Randolph with it. Fires from the line. Aldridge grabs the board.
Some of the shots he's taken have been head scratchers. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse.
He got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
Now here's Aldridge.
He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Back to Rice. Pass to Hawes. Aldridge. Shoots over Burns. A shot by Aldridge. No good.
And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score. And if that doesn't get them fired up, nothing will.
Just what the doctor ordered. Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
I think the prescription was done.
And that prescription could give them the injection of energy they've been looking for.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Let's hear it for your dance squad.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution for Windy City, Jonathan Griffin. Now into the lineup for the Magic.
So it's Lakeland now.
They held a 12-point lead earlier.
Pass to Coleman. Warren.
Aldridge for three. It's hauled in by Randolph.
Windy City trailing. Now here's Leslie. Back to Griffin. And it's out of bounds to the Bulls as Windy City retains possession. Here's Posey. He's guarded by Aldridge.
From deep.
He's still looking for his first point of the game. Really struggling right now.
Huge play, and they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key for them.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
If only they've been converting those second chances all along, though, instead of waiting until now, right?
He was screwed up by the nice screen he ran his man into.
And then it was all acceleration to the bucket after that.
A lot of horsepower.
Some serious voltage right there, guys. Almost a backcourt breaker.
To the right side. Here's Randolph.
It's rebounded by Warren. Lakeland in the lead. Pass to Coleman.
Aldridge. They set the pick. Clock at 4.
And Aldridge gets double teamed. Pause. Outside Rice. Another shot. Bulls with the rebound. Here's Posey. Leslie outside. And that's not going to go. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Magic out in front, leading by 8. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter after the break. Now the second half about to get started up again any moment. One guy who's been getting it done is Ugwoegbu.
I know we've said this many times, but I'm going to say it one more time. He had a great first half, scored a whole lot of points.
And in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had. He can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters. And Tim, you know what 4 quarters equals? $1.
Now here's Ugwoegbu. Outside Burns. The 3 is up. Cranes the three-pointer.
He was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Here's Lakeland now. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Onen. And here's Ugwoegbu. Onen a screen. Out to the left wing. Over Martin. Here's Parrish. And it's Parrish finishing it off.
That's rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some style points, too.
He deserves them. No simple finish there with the high-altitude windmill slam.
That's how you make a statement, am I right?
Now here is Burns. Here's Lee. And it's blocked by Parrish. And he recovers it, but he stays with it. And another shot. They retain possession. And the layup is up and in. And we're just about a minute and a half into this third quarter of basketball. Outside Rice. Pass to Parrish. Ugwoegbu outside. 6 to shoot. Over Lee. And they grab their own miss. And it's Parrish finishing it off.
Scrapes and claws for the offensive board and doesn't take any chances on the putback.
Strong work all around on the rebound and the stuff.
Everything you want.
Yeah, he stuck with that one all the way and earned his reward. You know, it's kind of like your dog when he does a trick and you got to give him his treat.
Pass to Parrish. Randolph with the block. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Lee. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Ugwoegbu.
Hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, offensively at least.
At the line for Windy City, number 8. At the line for 1.
And that one falls, and that puts them up. It's a 1-point game now. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Now here's Rice. Ugwoegbu outside. Onen. He's covered by Randall. Fades. The shot by Onan, no good.
He's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
The way he's shooting the ball right now, yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind.
Now here is Burns. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lee. Softly drops in the floater.
Looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room. They just haven't had the same commitment to defense here in the second.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
What a big play here in a close game like this one. Great concentration.
Akwebu with it. He's guarded by Lee. To the paint. Here's Onan. Drops in the layup for 2.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Back to Randall. Pass to Lee. The 17-footer. He can't get that one. The Magic go the other way with it.
His shot has been off today, and with his team leading, perhaps he should focus more on his floor game.
Here's Randall. And Randall with the dunk.
Sharp steal and the run out. It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams to pull away. Maybe that will be a springboard for them.
Maybe it'll inspire them.
I think it could inspire them. I mean, a dunk like that, coming off a great defensive play, has to build them some momentum.
Here's Parrish. And it's Parrish finishing it off.
His eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Pass to Burns. Shoots over Akwebu. Burns can't hit it. Lakeland trailing here. And here's Rice. Parrish sets the screen. Rice with it. Randall is there. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Randall. And it's the Bulls on the break. For 3, it's Martin. Onan pulls it in.
I wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
That's a good question. It's been their edge, no doubt. And in a close game like this, you just look for every edge you can find.
Now here's Akwebu. 10 points for him. Over Randall. Akwebu's shot is off. Randall outside. Down low. Here's Lee. That's good. And so Randall gets the dime.
The more touches he gets, the more the lead grows.
Now Rice. Onan a screen. Rice with it. Martin picks him up. Here's Onan. Nails the baby hook.
He did so well to lead his teammate right to the ideal spot.
The Bulls leading. Pass to Randolph. Randall. Lee outside. Lets the 3 fly. No good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky he was off.
I hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard him, they're going to have some problems.
Rice with it. Pass to Parrish. Akwebu. And it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go. Here's Lee. It's a 1-point game, and the Bulls call time here.
He has to be frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame him. They're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
And it's at the point where this slump is going to take a mental toll on them. It's a good timeout to try to keep them from getting too discouraged.
Yeah, they've gotten the looks, they've gotten open, but they just can't get them to fall.
For your performers, substitution for Windy City, Pete Ray, Kim Leslie, Alonzo Posey, Jonathan Griffin. Substitution for Lakeland.
So it's Windy City now. They trail by 1. Here's Ray. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Floats one up. Rebound Lakeland. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Now here's Warren to the left wing. Here's Coleman. Hawes. Leslie defending. A 3 from Rice. Rebounded by Ray. And here's Griffin. Low block shot on the way. Good on that jump shot. Lakeland with the ball. Pass to Dudley. Back to Rice. To the inside. And he stuffs that one.
Ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That's how it's done.
Perfect.
Good team play right there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
Now here's Leslie. Here's Martin. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
The fadeaway was about his only option once he decided to shoot. Defender had good position.
And the foul on Leslie. That is his first foul of the game. Bulls on D. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Coleman. Trying his luck deep. And Griffin pulls it down. So it's Windy City now. Here's Posey. Leslie outside. Fires for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And add another 3-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You love to see that.
Pass to Dudley. Shoots a 3. It's rebounded by Windy City. Outside Griffin. Now here's Martin. Leslie outside. 5 to shoot. To the middle. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
That's a good job of spotting his teammate near the bucket and firing the pass in there.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. Lakeland trailing here. And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Outside Aldridge. Right side Warren. Fades away. Misses off the left iron. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Here's Leslie. Sweet little floater.
And their lead takes another little bump up.
Yeah, their lead is increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is playing out.
Here's Dudley. 10 points for him. Now here's Aldridge. He's covered closely. So it's Windy City now. Pass to Griffin. To the inside. Here's Posey. For 3. Hawes with the rebound.
Well, that's one thing they're doing extremely well, corralling those rebounds.
Yeah, but, not a whole lot else going right for them, though.
Now here's Aldridge. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
This has been a brutal day for him. He still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Outside Griffin to the paint. Martin can't hit. Now Warren. Pass to Dudley. Aldridge. Here's Dudley. Looking to end the drought. But they get it back.
That's how to bang down low. His hard work gives him another possession. They have got to put a body on him because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass. He's just killing them.
Now here's Leslie. He's got 10. Pass to Martin. Tries it from 16. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Bulls on top. They lead by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Akwebu outside. Pass to Onan. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
First team foul. At the line for Lakeland, Drew Onan, shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
Randall outside. Here's Ray. Onan defending. Here's Randolph. He can't get it to go. The Magic go the other way with it. Pass to Rice. Ball's knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Lakeland will retain possession. Here's Rice. Coleman, covered by Burns. 4 on the clock, stolen by Lee. And here's the fast break. Goes up, boom! He jams it straight down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Built up a lead, and here we go. It's showtime.
Yeah, to the victors go the spoils.
Yes, indeed. And hey, why not? The more plays they make like that, the more they're going to have these guys on the ropes.
Now here's Rice. Akwebu outside. Pass to Onan. Over Randall. The shot by Onan, no good.
That's not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's on you.
Randolph the screen. Here's Randall. And here's Randolph. Jacks up a 3. And that's a foul called on Randolph. That's foul number 2 for him. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hawes. Akwebu. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Lee. Burns with it. Now Randall. Over Rice. Here's Ray. Soft touch off the glass.
What a plus it is to get those looks in the paint.
Lakeland trailing here. Now here's Akwebu. Inside. Onan. It's hauled in by Randolph. The Bulls on offense. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. Randall outside. Randolph fades and shoots. Hawes with the rebound. Pass to Rice. Here's Hawes. He's covered by Randolph. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Second team foul. At the line for Lakeland, LaFonso Hawes. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And they're on the break. Here's Burns. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
What a smooth finish.
And that's why they always love seeing him on the end of those breaks.
When you have hops like that, you can finish a break.
Here's Rice. Pass to Hawes. Now here's Akwebu. The 8-footer. The Magic with another miss. Lee outside. Here's Randall. Back to Lee. Out to Randall. Puts up a 3. Hawes with the rebound. Down low. And it's Parrish finishing it off.
Didn't do anything fancy there. Didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Solid player.
Yeah, but Blake, there was some style there. It was a pretty sweet one-handed flush.
Now here's Martin. Here's Randolph, and it's blocked by Parrish. And he gets it back. Akwebu outside. Pass to Rice. Here's Hawes, guarded by Martin. Akwebu with it. Clock at 6. Fires high post. Here's Hawes. Here's Parrish. And the layup's good off the glass.
He's shaking off that slow start and giving them a boost here in the second half.
Randall outside. Martin. Hawes with the rebound.
Not his best game, but they're getting it done collectively.
Outside Rice. From outside the arc. Bulls with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Burns. Windy City again missing. Outside Rice. Pass to Coleman. And here's Parrish. Akwebu with it. Now Randall defending.
That's his third personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for the Magic, Sagana Akwebu, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Both good at the line. The Bulls with the lead. Windy City calls timeout.
He is just rightfully disappointed with their play over the course of the run. They've given up.
Yeah, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for them. Let's see what he has up his sleeve.
Pass to Martin. Lee. Akwebu covering. Windy City again missing. Now Rice. Here's Coleman. Now here's Parrish. Guarded by Martin. Parrish can't get it to go.
Boy, I mean, that shot had no chance of going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Really ill-advised.
Now here is Randall. Lee. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Outside Rice. Pass to Akwebu. Here's Haas. And here's Parrish. Guarded by Martin. Shoots a fader. And Parrish gets it to go.
He's having a great half here. Exactly the reverse of the first.
And plenty of drama in this one so far.
Hopefully, from our standpoint at least, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
We can only hope. Now here's Lee from the elbow. Here's Randolph. But they recover it.
Nice hustle to get him a second look.
Randall outside. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Akwebu. Right wing. Pass to Parrish. Akwebu. 6 on the shot clock. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Now here's Lee. Akwebu covering. They get it again. And Martin with the slam.
Sheer willpower right there, guys. Grabbing the offensive rebound and going back up strong.
And in a close game like this, where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it sure could. He salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Now a timeout called by Lakeland.
Substitution for Lakeland, Hank Aldrich.
Poked loose. Shoots from 14. And he can't bake that one in. Pass to Rice. Looking to get back on track. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time. So he'll shoot 2 here.
Team foul. At the line for Lakeland, Gary Rice at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. And here is Lee. With the floater. Rebound Lakeland.
Boy, this quarter has been ugly for him.
And it's not showing signs of turning around anytime soon. His touch is all but gone.
For 3, it's Martin. That one is off. Lakeland trailing here. Akwebu outside. Outside Aldrich to tie it up. Not going to go that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. Here's Lee. That's in. Coming off an assist by Burns.
With that 3, his second of the half, he's equal to his total from before the break.
Akwebu outside. Shoots over Lee. They get it back. Parrish. Good for his 8th field goal, and he's attempted a dozen shots.
All those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half. And that's a great way to cut into that lead.
It's Burns on the wing. Lee. Randall outside. Randolph the screen. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. Now here's Rice. He's guarded by Lee. Outside Rice. Pass to Parrish. And here's Okwebu.
4 on the shot clock.
Aldridge.
They grab their own miss. The bucket is good.
He's just feeling it. He's terrific at shooting it from the field.
The Bulls leading. Now Randall.
Takes the 13-footer. Here's Randolph. Goes up again. And Rice with the block.
Okwebu outside.
To the wing, right side. To tie it up.
And it's Randall with the rebound.
Switching baskets must have really thrown him off because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Good work there as it goes.
He placed the pass right in front of him and let him just run right into it.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Substitution for Lakeland, Drew O'Neill.
Now here's Okwebu. He's guarded by Lee. Okwebu outside. And another miss by Lakeland. Out to the wing.
Goes back up.
That one doesn't drop. Good D there by Aldridge. Okwebu right side.
Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the elbow.
Lakeland gets it back.
Stolen by Lee. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his second personal foul.
A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
And no need to rush it. Play smart.
Here's Randall.
The rebound by the Magic.
Time running low here.
Score quickly and then probably foul them.
You just can't waste time here.
Second shot opportunity.
They worked it in nicely right there.
And that's an intentional foul.
Gary Rice. That's his first personal foul. At the line for Windy City, Robbie Randall. 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a 3-point lead. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
For your performers.
Akwebu with it. Puts it up from 15. And it's Randall with the rebound. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
That's right. No other option but to foul and, just hope he misses.
Yep, they have to extend the game and use every last second on that clock.
He doesn't hit the first, and that one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up missing both free throws.
The perfect chance to wrap it up, and he couldn't take advantage. We'll see if he lives to regret it.
But they get it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys. That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Windy City calls timeout. From deep three-point range, time expires, and we're going to overtime, baby! And don't go away, we'll be back momentarily.
68.
If you're just joining us, the intensity has heated up in this one as we've watched this one go to overtime. To take the lead. So they take the lead.
Another bucket in the paint. That's just something they have not been able to stop today. And if they want to win this game, they got to figure out how to stop it.
You know, Brian, I think it's time to switch things up on D. What they've got going on right now is not getting it done.
Now here's Randolph. Right at the free throw line. And Rice with the block. Martin, the rebound by the Magic. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Now here's Akwebu. He's closely guarded. Pass to Parrish. 6 feet out. That one falls.
Sharp pass to set up the very high percentage shot in close.
We're just over a minute into the overtime here. Martin outside. Back to Randall. Martin outside. From deep. They get the rebound. And it's blocked by Parrish. Aldridge up top. He's covered by Randall. Pass to Akwebu. Basket is good. The assist from Parrish.
Used his strength to get into the post without much fight from the D.
They need to do a better job next time and muscle up on him.
Now here is Randall. Randolph the screen. And that's a foul called on Martin. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Rice. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
And it's good for two.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it seems like it's come from inside the paint. Buckle up on defense.
Yeah, it's time to collapse down and make them shoot jumpers.
Now here is Burns. Lee outside. Can they get it? And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Burns. He's guarded by Aldridge. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Windy City again missing. Lakeland in the lead.
Ugwebu outside. Pass to Rice. Back to Ugwebu. Now here's Parrish. Owning a screen.
Lets it go from 11. No good off the back of the rim.
Not pretty. You got to just shake off a miss like that.
Here's Randolph. And slam dunk by Randolph.
He might be small for a center, but it doesn't matter because he can jump out of the building.
Ugwebu outside. Randolph with the block. Outside Burns. Randall outside. Pass to Lee.
This one for 3. The shot misses.
So Lakeland will take it the other way. It's Ugwebu on the wing. He's guarded by Lee. Ugwebu outside. Owning a screen.
Lets it go from 14. And Martin with the block.
The clock's their worst enemy now.
Yeah, they need to work very quickly.
Lee's shot is off.
He didn't punish them for the weak coverage, but they can't count on him missing.
He's got to go right back to that shot.
Kim Leslie.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his third personal foul. At the line for Lakeland, Gary Rice, shooting 2.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's an 8-point ball game.
Windy City calls timeout.
What's your take, guys?
Well, I'm sure that the coach is telling him it ain't over till it's over, but I think it is.
Yeah, Tim, it's not looking good for them. It's got to be a quick bucket, a quick foul, and then see what happens.
I guess miracles do happen sometimes, Brian.
Randall outside. Pass to Burns. Back to Randall.
There's the 3.
Rebound Lakeland.
They held a 12-point lead earlier.
Outside Rice. And so it's a Lakeland Oakland with the W. And that's going to do it for us tonight. Blake Zuniga here, along with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you all next time.